Hi there, it's Julie with the Edmonton Mennonite Centre for Newcomers, also known as EMCN. Today we're going to talk a little bit about politics. Now, this is an area that I think a lot of people struggle with, whether you're new to Canada or if you've lived here your whole life. Basically, the idea is if you're living here, you might have concerns. You might have things that you want to talk about, things that you want to see change, or things that you want to see supported. And so getting to know your local politics is kind of part of living and making this new place your home. So we're very lucky today to have local politician Janice Irwin talk a little bit about how you can get involved and learn a little bit about politics.
I think it's really important that newcomers to Canada get involved in the political process. That doesn't mean that they have to run for office, although that's kind of great. But, everybody's voice is important. And I do meet newcomers from time to time who say things like, oh, I don't really follow politics, or, I don't really, understand the differences in levels of government. And that's okay. I mean, there's a lot of people who've lived in Canada their whole lives who don't understand politics. And, I'm a politician and I don't understand politics half the time. So don't ever feel like you don't want to get involved because it's too overwhelming or it's too much to learn. We all start out at that point. And so, everything, when I meet somebody who says like, oh, politics doesn't affect me, or I don't care about politics, I say, you know what? Politics does affect you. And actually, believe it or not, politics, you might not care about politics, but it cares about you, because politics isn't this like abstract thing that you can't define. Politics is everything, right? I mean, it's, at the city level, it's that street in front of your house where you see a giant pothole and you're upset about who's going to address that. Well, better talk to my local politician. Politics is the education system. It's healthcare. It's your grandfather going to the hospital and encountering a nurse shortage because the government's not investing in healthcare and experiencing long wait times and all the things, right? Politics is all around us. And, I just always, maybe it's the social studies teacher in me, the person who likes to really talk to people about politics. I just encourage people to get involved at whatever level they feel comfortable, at whatever degree of engagement they want. So something as simple as voting is just so important. Yet here in Edmonton, we still have a lot of people who don't show up and vote when it's election time. Getting involved in the issues, right? If there's an issue that you care about, reaching out to your representative. If it's about education, reaching out to your MLA. If it's about immigration, reaching out to your member of parliament, your federal representative, right? So there's all these ways that you can get involved. And to anybody watching this, don't hesitate to reach out. Politicians are here to serve you and to support you. And they need not to forget that. So do reach out and don't ever hesitate to get involved, especially local. So for instance, this year in 2021, we have a local municipal election coming up in October. And so that's a really good opportunity for people who perhaps haven't been involved before to reach out to those people who are running. In many places, not just in Edmonton, but across Alberta, there are going to be a lot of new people hoping to represent our areas. And they're going to be competing for support and for votes. And so, if there's issues that you're passionate about, I would reach out to the candidate, find out where you live, find out who's running in your area, and reach out to them, read their platforms, go to their websites. If you're not getting answers to questions that you might have, ask them to connect or send them your questions. And I mean, it's a pretty good sign if you reach out to a candidate and they don't respond at all, that, they might not be the best representative for you come election time, right? If they're already not able to respond to you now. So yeah, and I mean, another thing that people can do is they can volunteer. They can volunteer on a campaign, right? That's how I started in politics, was by volunteering on an NDP campaign. And it's a really good way to just see the campaign process in action, right? Whether that's knocking on doors, whether that's putting up signs, whether that's calling people. There's so many ways that you can help out and volunteer on a campaign. So find somebody that, whose values align with yours. Find somebody who you think, I want that person to be my representative, right? And beyond all that, if you're really interested in politics, why not think about running yourself? It's always an option.
As Janice mentioned, she's an MLA, a member of the Legislative Assembly of Alberta. To find out who your MLA is, go to the assembly.ab.ca website. You can type in your postal code and it will return information about your MLA. You do need to be a Canadian citizen to vote or to run for office. However, everyone, no matter their status in this country, deserves to have their voices heard. So if you have concerns that you feel need to be addressed, don't hesitate to contact your MLA representative. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Until next time, have a great day and stay safe.